something that was obviously done. Oh my God, you're going to hear all of that in the mic. Woo! I'm going through the top 5 TV shows you should look forward to in 2025 for the rest of 2025. Here we go, starting with Peacemaker Season 2. If you haven't seen Peacemaker Season 1, you need to go check it out on HBO. Stars John Cena. Obviously, You Can't See Me. Obviously, the best WWE superstar of all time. But on top of that, great actor. I think he gives a great performance in Peacemaker, gives you some great comedy, and overall is going to be very good in the direction of James Gunn, who, if you haven't seen Ian's video, you need to check out. Superman was a big success, not only in the box office, but in general of just a great DC and just a great superhero movie. So I think with the direction of James Gunn and how this is going, I think Peacemaker Season 2 is going to be not only great, but star-studded. I think it'll elevate the universe even more. I think in this new direction of DC, with how hit or miss Marvel has been, it could be a big hit and pump up some more views in that side of DC. Now that we're talking about superheroes, a show coming out August 27th is Eyes of Wakanda. And this follows people from Wakanda trying to find artifacts that were, made out of special Wakanda technology. They are trying to track this down, trying to basically hunt for the technology so it cannot be used in the wrong hands. Pretty interesting concept, not one that I really care to see, but I guess been stuff with Marvel that I really haven't cared to see but has been good. So I think Thunderbolts is a great example of that. Something that was obviously done. Oh my God, you're gonna hear all of that in the mic. Woo! Oh my God. Thunderbolts, something that I didn't think I wanted to see, and overall it's been one of the best Marvel movies in a while. So I think I can go into Eyes of Wakanda with a kind of open mind and see if this is something that I might enjoy. 3, and this is something I'm going to go over really quick, but it's worth a mention. Volumes 1 through 3 of Stranger Things are coming out between the holiday season. Everyone knows Stranger Things, so I'm not really going to touch on crazy much about that. But something to keep note, they're releasing it in 3 volumes. I think it's episode 1 through 4 is volume 1, episode 5 through 7 is volume 2, and episode 8 is released on Christmas, and that is the final episode of Stranger Things. So something to look forward to, something to really, end the year off with a bang. The last 2 shows are the ones I'm looking forward to the most. One, I think, is something that, some people have seen. There is not a release date yet, but the creators have said that it's most likely either going to debut at the end in the holiday season of 2025 or early 2026, and that is Ted 2 or Ted Season 2. If you have not seen Ted Season 1 on Peacock, hilarious. Is one of my favorite shows to watch when I'm bored. Hilarious jokes. Seth MacFarlane kind of picks up the slack that he had with Family Guy in the past few years, and I think it is something that he did so well doing this prequel series, and it is not like drained out like going back and doing it for no reason. I think it's something that adds so much value to the characters, and I think it's something that really is just overall hilarious. One of my favorite shows that I've watched in a while, and that is to be determined on the release date, but something that you can look forward to at least in the next 6 to 8 months, I would say. Now, the last one's kind of a weird one. We don't really know much about it, but because of the creator, I have very high hopes for it, and that is Long Story Short. That'll be on Netflix. It is made by the same creator as BoJack Horseman. Love the show BoJack Horseman. If you've not seen it, I'm gonna do a video on it soon. It is one of my favorite TV shows of all time. Think it's the perfect blend between life lessons, comedy, you know, drama. And if you haven't seen BoJack Horseman, it is one show that, again, I think there's episodes where you will like, it's a deep thinking, and then some it's like, this is just hilarious. But this, long story short, has only came out with one trailer that I just saw. It follows a family called the Schwooper family. It said that it follows them through their young adult, you know, young children, and then all the way up to their adult lives and back and forth, and kind of goes through tragedies, heartbreaks, how they've grown up, how one character is the way they are. I think it's very interesting. Really hasn't came out with much trailer in terms of, or many trailers, other than like one where they're in a car and they're just hitting each other, and you can kind of see the dynamic between three of the siblings and in the backseat of the car. But it's something based off of how good BoJack Horseman is. I have such high hopes for. I hope I'm not, you know, dooming it before it even starts, but I think it's something to just really look out for. And again, hopefully there's more TV shows popping on our radar. Again, there's so many movies that we are going to review. Fantastic Four comes out in a week or two. Happy Gilmore comes out in a week or two. We have a big video for Happy Gilmore 2. Big things coming, new things coming. The next 6 months are going to be very big for us. So I hope you guys stay tuned, and I hope the people that are starting to watch will continue to watch. 'Cause when I see your eyes, I hear